Ayesha Curry is a perfect example of why it is so important to have a hoe phase. Go be a hoe. Be a hoe. But be a safe hoe though. Like protect yourself and don't get pregnant. That's why she's sitting over there feeling trapped. Trapped with Steph Curry. Sometimes you gotta go through some stuff to really appreciate what you have. She probably ain't never been hoed. She probably ain't never been drugged through the mud by a dude. She probably never been. She probably never had a heartbroken time and time and time again. That's why she can't really appreciate what she has because it's like, I need something edgy. I need something fun. Like this mom stuff. This being married to Steph Curry, this shit is boring. And now she's really rebelling. She wanna be in the streets. She wanna be desired by other men. She probably wanna do something with another man because she probably never experienced that. Like when did they get together? Like high school or something? That is not enough time to be out in the world and do stuff and experience stuff. Like you don't have to experience a whole lot. But I don't think she experienced anything at all. And now she's tied down, married with kids. You can't go do your thing right now unless you go do your thing and run the risk. Like you ain't just no Lucinda from down the block. You're Ayesha Curry. If you gonna mess with anybody, trust me, we gonna know about it.
I think LeBron does it the right way, and that he kind of limits the exposure of his girl because I don't know what that is, but I don't think that there's anything right that she can say that's not going to be criticized. And the problem with that is that I think that guys got a lot thicker skin. Some guys, not all guys, but guys have a lot thicker skin than women. And so, in a way, you kind of got to protect that because every single thing that you say when you are Steph Curry, which is an international star,
Hmm.
is going to be scrutinized and criticized when it comes to the things that she says. And so, a lot of times, I think I don't know who need to be muted, but
Yeah.
a lot of times, I think that it's important to just kind of just remove that completely because it's not going. I don't think anything good can come from it. Personally, I don't think that unfortunately for her, she wants visibility.
She
It's
wants to
not
be in
that
the
I think
street.
that she's saying anything wrong per se today, but I think that the problem is that she don't want to live in his shadow. She wants her own identity. She wants her own visibility, and that just don't work well. It
But
don't even
why?
work well for celebrity children. Like Michael Jordan's son. Like the minute that he step out, they're like, oh, look at
Doing
this dumb
cocaine.
motherfucker again doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
So do you think
anybody that is attached to a super duper star, it's
they just
almost
have to
like,
live for them?
yeah, I think that a lot of times people just be questioning it like, what is you doing? Like, what is you trying to do? Because it's not going to necessarily translate into anything positive because it seemed like, you just not content with your situation. You're not content with being a winner. You just got to do some shit. And it almost seems like it's a competition with the husband. You know what I'm saying? So
Do you
I
think
don't
that
understand it. I don't get it. I've never seen it work out. I don't see husband wife tandems to where like she trying to be just as significant as he is, or she trying to have some visibility. The only other time that I done seen some shit like that is maybe Jada and Will, and we seen how that shit worked out.
That was a
But
disaster.
when women just kind of play the background when the husband is a super duper megastar, then it kind of work out. But the minute that they start opening up their mouths and stuff, and they got to start being visible, it seemed like that shit just go downhill from
do you think it's wrong for a woman to like want to like have something on of her own, like have her own sense of self? Or do you think like if you are married to an affluent figure or a famous person or what have you, that you should just live, breathe, and die for them? Don't do anything that you desire. Don't speak about the things that you want. Everything you should do just should be for their praise. You think that's the best way to do it?
there. I don't
Steph Curry is worth $200 million. Like women pray to God to get a rich man who pays all the bills. So what more does Steph Curry's wife want? What more does Aisha Curry want? Like seriously, let's be honest.
understand why a woman's fulfillment has to come publicly is what I'm asking. Why does the fulfillment have to come with validation from people on the internet?
People who don't even know her.
You
I'm
see
not
what I'm
saying
saying? Like, it's plenty of things that people could do every single day. It's a million things that you can choose to fulfill you and have purpose with. Why does the validation have to come from other people?
Facts.
well, I don't know if it's I think we're talking about two different things. I was just more so asking, like, because you said when you are dealing with people that are a mega star, you should just play in the background, whether that is on social media or, in public or in private. Even if it's in private, do you think that woman should just always play in the background, never pursue anything on her own, live
I
and
don't
die
think
for
it's
her husband?
wrong. I don't think that anything that you, because I mean, it's not like they're doing nothing illegal, right? I don't think it's wrong. Is it best? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the
Maybe
question
what's
that you
best for
got to
some
ask.
people may be different for others.
Well, then why he jumping in people's comments trying to defend her?
Good
Yeah, I
question.
don't
Because,
think he should
because I
hurt.
think maybe because she probably did that because he probably is like, y'all don't really know anything. We good over here. Because honestly, what we all are doing right now is speculation. We don't really know why
But
she feels.
that's what comes with being a
Yeah,
mega star in
sure. So that's
entertainment, right?
probably why he stepped in because it's like y'all don't really know. And I think he was saying it like I'm good with her expressing herself because we probably had these conversations in private, so it's okay.
But he's
I
not
don't know.
really good because apparently he don't understand that it comes with good and bad. That you're gonna have half of the internet hate you, you're gonna have half of the internet love you. And so what you gonna do? Fight everybody?
defend his wife though.
Yeah, but if she didn't have to go in the streets and on social media trying to be a star like the husband, Steph Curry is, he wouldn't have to defend her. You get what I'm saying? Like if she wasn't doing podcast and talking about, oh my God, I need some attention, just like my husband gets so much attention, I need some attention too, then he wouldn't have to go defend her. The only reason he's in the comments defending her is because she's out here talking crazy, like as if she's not a married woman. Like she has a man that every other woman would want, but it's never enough, man. It's never enough for ladies. It's crazy.
So what in the comments? What are you gonna do?
Exactly what he did.
But and all nobody and you know what he did? He
And that
created more.
TikToker that said that he
He
came out with
created
an
more.
apology video, and
Which,
Killer Mike deleted his tweet. So
but we
That's my
still
thing.
talking. But I'm still talking. We still talking about it right now. There's plenty of people that's still having a conversation about it right now. All he did was create even more narrative about it, and it just when we do stuff, you gotta really count the cost. If you decide that you're gonna be famous, guess what, nigga? You're never going to the grocery store no more, and you don't have no more
Facts.
privacy.
It comes with
Like
the territory.
if a woman decide that she want to get with a guy that's super visible, guess what? Now you don't get to live the same life as everybody else. You can get this side of it, but you don't get that side of it. And so I don't think that she or they, and that's evident from her interviews, that she really counted the cost. And she think that she can still do the same thing that other women can do, but you not, because you Steph's wife, and that's it. And you always gonna be known as Steph's wife. I don't care if you do a cooking show. I don't care if you do interviews. You Steph's wife. That's it.
How do we know that they didn't have an ulterior motive and they planned this and they're just putting it on the internet to get clicks, views, and likes and have us talk about it?
Because Steph Curry has never been the type of guy who wants clicks and views. He's focused on his basketball while the wife is out here in these social media streets trying to get some attention. She even said it, I don't know, a year or 2 years ago that, oh, she needs some attention from men because Steph Curry gets all the attention. Those were her words. So the reason he's out here defending her is because she's always on social media talking crazy. He has never said anything bad about her, but she's always in the social media talking crazy. Like, it's crazy to have such a man, a mega star, has never cheated, has never done nothing crazy, just does his basketball, makes money for the family, but the wife is not appreciative of him. It's crazy. So this tells me, I'm just saying, this tells me once he's done with basketball, she may leave him because she knows, she will get like $100 million from him. So I wouldn't be surprised.
You want to respond to Killer Mike like that?
I don't really care what their motive
that was
is. I
just
just care
defending his
about what
right, though.
I care about what I think. And from
look,
my perspective, I think that it's very difficult for women to accept the fact that they're the wife and they always gonna be known as the wife.
These days, yeah.
Michelle Obama, I think, is having the same problem. She is very much trying to step out of the shadows of her husband.
Yeah.
but how do
And
we?
create her own legacy that is separate in addition to him. And I think that people are not accepting it the way that she wants to. And so she got this whack ass podcast with her big head brother.
But my point is, how do we know that that's not what they're pivoting to? How do we not know that, okay, Barack Obama is no longer the president, so he tells Michelle, go ahead and make a podcast and make it drama-filled and gain the audience attention and say whatever you feel is necessary, and here we are reacting to it as if it's factual. This is the internet.
And how does that actually add to their legacy?
That is crazy because
it adds to their financial value. How many content creators are thinking about legacy opposed to financial compensation?
A podcast adds to their financial. This nigga is narrating that. No, he narrate National Geographic on fucking Netflix, bro, for tens of millions of dollars.
But so podcasts don't bring in money? Podcasts don't bring in money?
How much money do you think podcasts bring in? They don't bring in a lot of money at all. This is a
Anton has a podcast. I'm pretty sure Anton can.
Hold on, bro.
Go ahead.
It's levels to this. Michelle Obama should not be doing the same thing that I'm doing. And then I'm beating her.
Why not?
I'm beating her week after week, month after month in views.
Y'all in competition?
It's a game.
No, but I do 70 million views a month on one channel.
Okay, I understand that. What's your point to that
statement? Be having a goddamn podcast.
Why
it's
not?
almost like
you're moving the goalpost. That wasn't my point. My point is that they could be doing this to
this guy and Jazz should become best friends. I'm telling you, this guy in the corner with Jazz, they would make a good tag team on panels to attack people who don't like their views. I'm just saying, to be a good idea.
Generating audience. For whatever reason,
everybody is not a bot.
Wait. For whatever reason,
what does that mean? What do you mean everybody's not a bot?
You think that for whatever reason you think that I'm arguing back and forth with you. You have your point, and then I have my point.
Valid.
I got my opinion based off of my lived experiences, especially as a content creator and a person that has a little bit of visibility. Your talking points is usually, well, what if? Well, what if they were doing it? I don't speak on what ifs. I just speak on my lived experiences.
You're speaking on your opinion just like I am. How are you validating my opinion and saying, I'm saying what if and I'm saying what I think? You're saying the same thing.
How did I devalue your opinion?
Because you're saying what if, and I'm saying
you see why Jazz is smiling? Because he's doing exactly what Jazz usually does. They should be best friends.
I think do you want to debate?
He's gonna argue with every man. I'm telling you.
I don't want to debate, but if we're here, are we not here to have a discussion? Are we not here to have a discussion?
I'm gonna let you rock, but I just want to get I'm slow, so I want to get a better understanding. Anybody on here that I value? No, and I'm curious. Even if you don't agree with me, even if you don't like me, did I devalue his opinion in this conversation?
Stop being sassy to him, Antoine.
No, honestly, because
let someone answer. Shut up and let someone answer.
Hold on, I'm gonna let you rock. You're gonna have the floor. I'm genuinely curious. Did I devalue his opinion?
Yes.
He's in his feelings.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking everybody else.
He's in his feelings. You did not.
Other than the only gentleman on the panel that don't
Why
agree.
do you not? Why can't you hold off for like 15 seconds?
This guy. Jazz, I told you.
I said I'm gonna give you the floor. You know what? Don't worry about it. You got the floor. All right, what do you think?
I will say the homophobic.
Hold on, I got you, Carmen. You got next. Go ahead, dog. Give us your thoughts.
He's gonna say.
So my opinion on this topic is that you cannot say that she is being disrespectful to Steph because we don't have inside information to determine that. Is all I'm saying. We're all making speculations and stating, oh, this is what I think. This is basically what you said is you're saying the what ifs, and I'm saying what I think. I said you disvalued my opinion because you're making it seem like we're not saying the same thing. You're stating your opinion, I'm stating mine. My opinion is that we don't know whether or not Steph felt that this was disrespectful. And here we are all talking about it's disrespectful. My only point.
We do have enough information because it wasn't the first time that Ayesha Curry has come out on social media saying things that a wife shouldn't be saying. She has literally talked about how she wants attention from random men. Oh, I wish men could hit on me the way women hit on my husband. Like, what type of wife says that? Matter of fact, what type of wife wants attention from men, the same men who are literally fans of her husband? You see what I mean? Like, that doesn't make like, which type of wife says that? So we have enough information to know that what Ayesha Curry is doing in the media is not something that should be a representation of a married woman. So I don't know where I'm going to start calling this guy Jaz's best friend.
She disrespected him. She said she wanted attention from other men in her Instagram DMs. Yeah. That was from years ago. This is a new topic. So that was already disrespectful at first. The first thing she did. Now we're talking about the second thing. Like, it's a fact that she said that. And I find that highly disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
Exactly. The key point in the statement you made was you.
What?
You find it disrespectful.
I think that's disrespectful. If you're dating someone and they say, "Oh, I want other men or other women in my DMs,"
yeah, that's
you don't
respectful.
find that disrespectful if your girl said that?
Yes, I would. But my point is that we can't answer for what Steph feels, and that's the point.
Well, I think what we're saying is they're saying a woman can work. That's fine. It's just she can't try to outshine or disrespect her husband because her husband and her desires and values have to align.
Sean is basically saying that we don't know what Steph Curry thinks is disrespectful, so we really can't speak on him because we don't know him.
That's the crazy part, because all we're saying is that it's just disrespectful. Nobody said that Steph Curry said it was
disrespectful. That wasn't even my point.
No, but that's what people are saying.
Jazz that I don't think that she's doing anything wrong. Per se, I said that she just has to count the cost of what really is, if it's best, because of who she's married to.
Yeah.
Everybody can't play the same game because everybody is not in the same position and everybody is going to take it differently. And really, the thing that we really have to be mindful of, especially when you're married to somebody, is how it affects the other person. And so you don't know how it affects his money. You don't know how it affects
his reputation.
Obviously, it's affecting him in some type of way because he responded to other people. He didn't just respond to Killer Mike. He responded to a nobody.
Fact.
Yeah. He responded to a nobody in the comments. He said, "Yo, I be seeing the comments, and usually I let it rock, but Killer Mike, you different," which means that he be reading comments. And the one thing that I know for sure, and two things is for certain, is all of these motherfuckers be reading comments. They look up themselves. They see what people talking about, saying about them. They be affected by it, all of that stuff. And so what I'm human too. Is, it's not that she's saying something that's necessarily right or wrong, but how is it affecting him and how is it affecting their brand?
Yeah, because he's a big star. It's Steph Curry. So whatever she does, it represents the husband. Whatever Ayesha Curry says, good or bad, it goes back to Steph Curry. Because without Steph Curry, we don't know who Ayesha Curry is. I mean, she's a okay-looking woman, but without Steph Curry, we don't know who she is. Because he's the star. He's the one the world knows. The reason we know her is through him. Right? So if she's going to come out here saying crazy shit about the husband, we're going to talk about it. We're going to judge. We're going to, give our opinions. And the opinion is she's disrespectful to the husband. Obviously, because Steph Curry wants to show that he cares for the wife, he's going to come on and defend him and defend the wife. But when they're back there, clearly she has done it more than one time. So clearly he's not doing something right if she keeps coming back to the internet and talking crazy about the husband.
And the last thing I want to sit up here and be doing is putting my husband in a position where he has to step down, step from up here to go down here and look down at something that I'm causing. You could be going making us some money. You could be going to make some money. I don't have time to be putting our household in a position where you just have to step off your pedestal. That's just not my thing.
But that's the crazy part about it, Lex. The man is already making money, and it's still an issue. Like she still has
it's not enough.
internal issues going on with her that she just needs to vent about and do all this stuff with. They have enough money to get a therapist, to get whatever they need, to even suffice whatever desire it is. But it's like it's still something for her to talk about.
It's passive aggressive behavior. So if I can't get through you, I'm gonna get through the internet. If I'm gonna have this Jezebel like spirit. So if I can't get through him, then let me just shout it out to the public so they can get to him.
He wants attention. She is crying out for attention, like crazy.
See, for a dude that's not married, is the concept of how married. It's the concept of how married people should act. We don't embarrass each other in public. We don't put our business out there. We're not talking about it personally. And what Jazz said earlier, I want to respond to this. Nothing wrong with her wanting to have her own thing. It's just how you go about it. How many actors? I know a bunch. How many rappers we know that they didn't make it? The reason we know who she is because
of Steph Curry.
So there's some kind of gratitude you should have that we should know. You know how many songs I got? You know what I mean? I could go on and on. Just because you have a gift for something or you feel you have a talent for something doesn't mean you're going to make it. You get what I'm saying? He's the breadwinner. And the reality is, as a man, Steph knows, we all looking at him like this. You know what I'm saying?
One eye.
Like, come on, dog. So is their whole marriage, the world's looking at them a funny way because of the things she's sharing, and it's unnecessary. Her lane, she needs to find a lane that's not going to disrespect her man or disrespect her marriage. You know what I'm saying? And she can still be successful. There's nothing wrong with her doing her thing that's separate from Steph. And Steph has been supporting everything, the restaurant, the cooking show, everything. Mm-hmm. So she tried that. It's not working. So maybe it's just not the thing.
Her restaurant closed? Are her businesses not working?
It's still open out there, but Steph is funding it. You know what I'm saying? And like we all talking about, she's in Steph, but that's the point. It's not blowing up like she wanted because they try to go to other destinations, right? And they had to close those down. In the Bay Area, yes, it's popping.
Well, restaurants are pretty hard to sustain, long term, especially when you want to like franchise out. But
would her restaurant be a thing at all if it wasn't for Steph?
Well, I think that's the thing, right? Because like a lot of people are saying, like, you're going to always be Steph Curry's wife. You're Steph Curry's wife. When you're always being referred to
she is.
When people are always referring to you in attachment to someone else, that can be kind of bothersome.
Then don't get married to a superstar. Oh my God! Imagine me today. I get married to Oprah, and then I'm complaining because they're calling me Oprah's husband. Yeah, nobody knows me. They know Oprah. Like, it's like, why do women? So this is true what they say. Women want the wedding, but they don't want to be a wife. Being a wife means you're probably going to be in your husband's shadow. And especially if your husband is a megastar like Steph Curry.
Can I be Ayesha? Can I have my own identity?
You
all I'm saying is,
because you're married.
I hear your perspective.
Oh my God.
But I think that it's okay if they think it's okay, which I think they do. Because obviously she keeps showing up on these podcasts, having these conversations out loud. I think it's okay to share that human experience because there may be other women out here that feel lost in their marriages because they have lived and done everything for their husbands.
Right, but that's what
marriage is.
So we need to deep dive on what it means to be a husband, what it means to be a wife.
Exactly.
When we talk about leadership.
Shouldn't both partners just support each other?
He supports her
on
the business.
And the wordplay matters. You know how many men internally get offended?
Wait, so in a marriage, a husband doesn't support a wife doesn't support the husband? In a marriage, you're not in a marriage, you're not partners.
Yeah, it's a marriage.
Okay, y'all don't like the word partners. Okay, so we're married. Do we not support each other?
He supports her business, her restaurant.
They
I
support
think
each
it's
other
more about
differently.
alignment.
Say it again, babe.
It's more about alignment, aligning yourself with your husband's desires, because that fulfills you. She doesn't seem, I think what she's portraying online makes her seem unfulfilled. And that's the issue. It's the perception.
And that's my argument, Ty, because it's like
I'm always mad at
everything into her marriage. I hear what y'all saying. She dropped everything for him, which is what she did.
I think that
what y'all say that she should. She did.
In
She
order
sat
for
down,
most,
became the wife. She had the babies. She stayed in the background. Is it okay now that she has done those things? Is it okay for her to say, you know what? Can I have something on my own, or is that just so wrong to do because?
Well, a lot of women.
It's wrong because she talks too much and she says the worst things about the husband in social media. That's all we're saying. She can do whatever she wants to do in the background. She doesn't have to come to social media, and every time they ask her about the husband, she says the worst things about the husband. Okay, not the worst things, but things that don't paint a good picture about the husband.
That lifestyle, but they don't want to do what comes with it. When you're dating someone like Steph Curry, you have to conduct yourself a certain way.
Fact.
Is she not?
She's not.
No.
But she doesn't have to put a black.
She's on a podcast. She's not conducting herself.
She don't have to put a black
yeah.
She can go on a podcast. It's the word she's saying. It's the word she's using.
Listen, bro. This is my personal.
Maybe not go on a podcast then, because
she should.
My personal opinion. If you are a guy, and you ain't even necessarily got to be famous, but if you a guy that got any kind of motion, get you a chick that want to play the background and is not trying to be famous. Just
not trying to compete with your fans.
Like in my opinion, you need a Robin. You don't need another Batman. Like you don't need two Batmans. You don't need two Jordans. You need a Jordan and a Pippen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have somebody that from a marriage perspective. You don't need two CEOs, bro. You're gonna have to have somebody that play the background and do the books. And so I don't think that most situations, not saying that it can't work, I don't think that most situations work when everybody trying to be visible. I think that somebody.
What do you think about? How do you think Jay-Z and Beyonce work so well?
Beyonce is literally very quiet ever since she got married. She pops babies out, makes a song, goes on tour, and she stays quiet. She's not on social media calling Jay-Z out. Even when she got cheated on, she stayed quiet. It was the sister fighting for her. But Ayesha Curry is in the media every 3 to 4 business days. What is Jazz talking about?
The worst example.
Well, hold on, wait. I said I don't think that in most situations that it works well.
No.
I'm not saying that it can't work. I'm saying that I don't believe that it's ideal.
What do you have to quantify that though?
Oh my God.
Name me somebody outside of Jay-Z and Beyonce that it works for.
You said what?
Name me somebody outside of Jay-Z and Beyonce that it works for.
Where
both of them are co-headliners.
Co-headliners. Viola Davis and her husband, they're both actors.
What's her husband's name?
I don't even know who her husband is, to be honest.
What's her husband's name?
I can't think of his name.
Bingo.
But he's famous. But I just a person that knows. I know I can spot him out, but I'm just not good.
Just take the L.
I didn't even know she was married.
Yeah, she's married.
She's married. Denzel. Well, no, Denzel Washington is wife. They're not like that, but I feel like
you're proving the point. We don't even know his name.
I don't
like
think
it's. I don't think it's
because he's not
in
up there.
most situations where you have somebody that is super successful, and as a matter of fact, I can name you way more situations where it didn't work than it did. You can look at the Ben Afflecks and the J-Los, and you can look at all of those type of people.
I just think J-Lo.
I'm just saying that more visibility don't necessarily work. It don't
work.
What
about what's his name?
Yeah, until we go back to women knowing exactly what marriage is, but anytime they want a rich man, they want a man who's a leader, they want a man who's a provider, they want a man who's a protector, and then they get into the marriage and then they're trying to compete with a man. Why would you compete with a man who's doing everything that you said you wanted? Because Ayesha Curry literally said she never wanted to be married, meaning Steph Curry is the one who forced her to get married or something like that. You know how crazy that sounds? To talk about a mega star that I didn't want to get married, that wasn't the plan, to make it seem like he forced her to get married. I'm telling you, like, the moment Steph Curry, retires from basketball, because usually for some reason athletes, once they retire from their football, from their basketball, within 5 years they get divorced, maybe because they're spending too much time with each other, whatever the reason. So for me, 5 years after after he retires, I don't know, she may leave him, because remember, the moment she decides to leave him, she's taking $100 million, because I think he's worth what, 200 or 300 million dollars. She's collecting $100 million. So for me, chances are she might decide to collect $100 million. But anyway, shout out to Anton Daniels. Shout out to Jazz, even if I disagree with Jazz, because I saw Mariam said, sounds like you're finally getting mad at Jazz's rhetoric. I even told Jazz to her face, I disagree with her 99.9%. Like, she knows I told her I disagree with her. Now, obviously, I get, mad sometimes, or get worked up, but Jazz is gonna do that to you. You know what I mean? The argument says after 5 years of retirement, 65% of athletes go bankrupt and 80% get divorced. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ayesha Curry actually divorces him.